All right, so hopefully this is the last time that we're going to have to talk about Taylor Swift up until going into the Super Bowl, because I have about had it. I don't want to talk about Taylor Swift. I just want to enjoy football and enjoy the last few days we have of this current NFL season. I want to enjoy the Super Bowl, but just the fact that Taylor Swift has just been shoved down our freaking throats the past 8 weeks of this NFL season, and this idiot, Colin Cowherd. Now, Colin Cowherd, I don't know how many of us or how many of you still listen to The Herd with Colin Cowherd, and if you do, maybe this will open up your eyes. I apologize that you guys still listen to The Herd with Colin Cowherd. If you enjoyed him once, well, maybe you don't anymore, and if you still do listen to him blindly, I have a very good feeling that your opinion will be changed after this video, when this video ends. Colin Cowherd, just the other day, 2 days ago, said these asinine, dumbass, non-sports fan, non-NFL, normie fucking opinions about Taylor Swift and the NFL, and he made himself look like a fucking ass. So we're going to go ahead and watch this 3-minute and 50-second video and pick apart every single fucking thing that Colin Cowherd has said. I watched this morning. and it absolutely was pissing me off, and I knew I had to make a video on this. So let's just dive in and roast the shit out of Colin Cowherd. And, man, let's just get into it. I'm fired up, man.
There's a lot of really weird, lonely, insecure men out there. The fact that a pop star, the world's biggest pop star, is dating a star tight end who had one of his greatest games ever, and a network puts them on the air briefly, that it bothers you. What does that say about your life? Judge people sometimes on the silly stuff that bothers them. It'll tell you a lot about them. When I hear this whole thing about Taylor Swift.
So he starts off with calling NFL fans insecure, lonely men. And then, to his audience, said, judge these people. Judge them. I'm not sure about you. I'm only expected to be judged by one person and one person only. But Colin Cowherd is saying, hey, viewers of my stupid fucking show on Fox, judge these people who have a problem, who just want to watch football, who have a problem with Taylor Swift being shoved down their throat for the past 8 weeks, and will continue to have Taylor Swift shoved down their throat for the next 10 days leading up to the Super Bowl.
I just want to watch football. Liar. You're lying. That's not true. A football telecast is not just football.
He is calling football fans a fucking liar right to your face. You're watching The Herd. You're watching Colin Cowherd on Fox. You're a fan of sports. And you're watching it. And he is telling you to your fucking face, as his dumbass fucking crooked ass eyes, his fucking narrowed fucking eyes are looking at you in the eyes. And telling you that you're a liar. That you don't actually like sports. That you don't actually fucking watch sports when you're watching sports.
In fact, the commercials for 4 hours before the Super Bowl will be widely watched. Did you know?
All right, and are we not going to pretend? Are we going to pretend like that Taylor Swift isn't going to be promoted and have her own interview leading up to the Super Bowl? Is she not going to have her own interview, likely like how the players do, by these analysts, these one-on-one interviews? Are we going to pretend that Taylor Swift is not going to have her own one-on-one interview with an NFL personality, with an NFL analyst, TV analyst, about Taylor Swift and her experience this season dating Travis Kelce? And all of a sudden, being an NFL fan, I remember when she first started dating Travis Kelce, and Brittany Matthews was saying that she was teaching Taylor Swift the ropes about the NFL, that Taylor Swift knew jack fucking shit about the NFL. And that Brittany Matthews was going to teach Taylor Swift the ropes about football. But yet we're liars. We don't know what we're watching, NFL fans. You guys are fans of the NFL? You guys are fans of football? Well, according to Colin Cowherd, you guys are liars and you don't even know what you like.
Statistically, in a 3.5-hour NFL playoff broadcast or regular season broadcast, just 18 minutes are actual football.
Okay.
And
we are going to pause several times during this fucking dumbass rant right here. Colin Cowherd just said during a 3-hour telecast for a football game that only 18 minutes of actual football are played. The game is fucking 60 minutes long. We have 15-minute quarters. Now, I know that, the time is running off of the clock in between snaps, but football fans know, I know, that football is a lot more than when the ball is snapped and when the ball is downed. There's a lot that happens. There's a lot more to football than just the actual play. It's a chess match out there. It's more than just the players on the field battling it out in the trenches. We have coaches playing chess, trying to outcoach one another with schemes. Some of the most interesting parts of football at any level is what happens in between the snaps. And Colin Cowherd is telling you, oh, real football? It's only 18 minutes of the actual 60 minutes of football that's being played. But yet this same person, the same individual, Colin Cowherd, this fucking phony, this imposter, is telling you that the only real football that matters in the 60 minutes that are played on the field are the 18 minutes where the ball is snapped and where the ball is downed. And he's calling you a liar that you don't even know what you're watching. What a fucking fraud.
we have the data, we have the numbers. You don't turn away. There's coaches cutaways. They show fans in Buffalo on fire, commercials, reviews, 18 minutes.
Yeah, it's because the fans, the Buffalo fans, the Bills Mafia, when they're jumping through these portable tables, when they're jumping through these tables, sometimes they're on fire, sometimes these dudes are shirtless, pounding beers. Sometimes there's food on the table. And the Bills Mafia is jumping off of tailgates through these tables. That's actually fun. That is actually entertaining. That is providing something. And football fans alike understand it. We have been there for our team. We have been there for the team that we're passionate about, whether it's college football or the NFL. We understand what it means to be a football fan. When we see the Bills Mafia jumping through those tables, we get it because we've been there at the tailgates. Colin Cowherd doesn't get it. Colin Cowherd thinks that panning up to Taylor Swift after every single time Travis Kelce does something, even if it's a fucking drop, that Taylor Swift in the booth, up in her luxury box, is just as entertaining as during pregame seeing the Bills Mafia smash through a fucking table. Let's keep listening to this fucking idiot.
Of real football. For the record, about the length of 5 Taylor Swift songs. Listen to this.
How he knows that. Oh, that's quick math for Colin Cowherd. His phony fantasy 18 minutes of actual football that we get to watch during 60 minutes. Oh, it's about as long as 5 Taylor Swift songs. Tell us more how you fucking simp for Taylor Swift, Colin Cowherd, you fucking pussy.
Measured how long she was actually on the broadcast. Do you know how long it is on average? 25 seconds in 3.5 hours. Against the Ravens, it was up to a whopping 32 seconds. It was 14 Chiefs and Raiders on Christmas, 12 Chiefs and Bengals, 24 seconds, Buffalo, Kansas City. She was on for a minute against the Dolphins, but it was an absolutely awful broadcast. They should have had a concert in the middle of it. That would have been more interesting. And
what a fucking idiot. What a freaking idiot. To say that the Kansas City-Miami game was boring? That they should have just had a Taylor Swift concert in the middle of it? They're saying on average 25 seconds that they've showed Taylor Swift during these NFL games. I assure you it is longer than that. And here's the thing. If you have to have somebody run the statistics on how often they show Taylor Swift in these NFL games, that tells you right then and there that they show her too much. If you have to make a counter argument and take the time into running through the footage of these NFL broadcasts and time how often they show Taylor Swift, that tells you right then and there that they are showing her way too often. And it's not just the 25 seconds, Colin Cowherd, that you think that they show on average of Taylor Swift. We have to listen to the color commentator and the play-by-play guy talk about Taylor Swift in between the plays. We have to watch the commercials of Taylor Swift in between the actual football game. When they call a timeout, what Taylor Swift commercial is going to pop up next?
Has the Grammys cross-promote the world's biggest pop star. Hey, listen, I worked at the other network. I work at Fox. I've seen us jam people on TV shows I would never watch during football games and sporting events. Don't forget to watch this right after the game. I've already forgot about it. Let's get back to the game.
And exactly. That happens all the time, and we don't give a fuck about it. We don't give a fuck about it. How many times after a game, the world premiere of this brand new show on CBS, don't forget to check the season finale of this fucking show right after the game. Do we ever give a fuck about it? No. We want you to shut the fuck up about it, is what we want you to do. Don't forget, after the Super Bowl, it's a brand new pilot for this brand new show that you probably won't like, but we're going to plug it anyway. Yeah, nobody fucking cares about that show. So you're right, Colin Cowherd. When you're plugging Taylor Swift because of the fucking Grammys, guess what? We don't want to see it. We don't give a shit about it. This is the one time in this one instance in your dumbass rant, Colin Cowherd, this ignorant ass rant, Colin Cowherd, that you are kind of right. Because even when you're right, you're still fucking wrong. Let's continue.
But I don't have to rush to social media. I'm okay with it. Here's the other thing that strikes me. Matthew McConaughey, all right. Love him. Drake on everything. Spike Lee, Knicks games. Eminem, Michigan sporting events. We celebrate it. 80s, 90s.
All right, let's get a little context here. I've watched every single postseason playoff game in the NFL this season. They showed Eminem maybe once during the pregame, before the game even started, before kickoff. They said, hey, Eminem's in the house. And that's all you've seen of him. That's all you've seen. Maybe when the Lions won, they showed him again. Could you imagine if they showed Eminem after every single fucking time that Jared Goff completed a pass or that Amon-Ra St. Brown caught a ball, that they just panned up and showed Eminem? Even I think I would lose my mind. Why are they showing Eminem every single fucking time the Lions do something good? When the Texas Longhorns, do they show Matthew McConaughey every single time the Longhorns score a touchdown? Absolutely fucking not. You might see him during the pregame. Or if the Texans win. Sorry, not the Texans, the Longhorns. Maybe if the Longhorns win, they win a big game against a ranked opponent. You might see McConaughey on the sideline clapping his hands. Sure. In his cowboy hat. How about the Lions making the playoffs this year? We have Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders, NFL Hall of Famers, on the sideline for Detroit. When the Lions scored a touchdown, did they ever pan over and show Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson celebrating? But every single time, Travis Kelce, whether he catches a pass or whether he drops a ball, they always pan up and show Taylor Swift's reaction to it, positive or negative. And we all have to hear about it. What a fucking clown.
Jack Nicholson Laker games is cool. Saw Jack.
You're right, it is cool.
But a talented and beautiful woman is on the air, one who would never pay attention to lonely men.
What a simp.
And it bothers them.
Oh,
There's a stat out there,
it
it's kind
bothers
of
lonely
uncomfortable
men.
for you sad guys, that 50% of men never have real intimacy with a woman. That means the other 50% have multiple intimate relationships with women. And those ones that don't are angry and sad and lonely, and they are often misogynistic and resent women who didn't give them the time they think they deserve.
Right, absolutely. I am surely pissed off at Taylor Swift that she didn't give me, Fear the Beardo, the time that I felt like I deserved with her. That's why I'm mad at Taylor Swift. That's why I'm mad. That's why I'm mad, not at Taylor Swift, that's why I'm mad at the NFL for shoving Taylor Swift down my throat, because I'm so pissed off that Taylor Swift didn't give me the time of day. Me. And that's why everybody else besides you, Colin Cowherd, has an issue with the NFL shoving Taylor Swift down their throat, is because we're all just angry that Taylor Swift didn't give us the time of day. You're absolutely right, Colin. I've been mistaken too. You called me a liar. You know what? You're right. I don't know what football is. Football really is only 18 minutes. What happens between the snaps doesn't even matter. The chess match between the coaches, the schemes, the fourth downs, whether you're going for it on first down, you're going to punt it, fake punt, 2-point conversions, none of that matters. Only from the time the ball is snapped to the time the ball is down that matters, Colin Cowherd. You're right, I'm a fucking liar. I'm a lonely incel. And you're not a simp, Colin Cowherd. Not at all. I'm just bitter because Taylor Swift didn't give me the time of day. What a fucking idiot. What a fucking clown. Oh, that's the reason. That's the reason why NFL fans are sick and tired of Taylor Swift. That's why. Because she didn't give us the time of day. What a fucking idiot.
We celebrate all these goofballs jumping on tables in Buffalo and cheese hats.
Yeah, because it's cool.
And Matthew
because it's cool.
And Drake and Jack Nicholson. Man and Eminem, and it's cool. And can I get a selfie?
Yeah, you're damn right it's cool.
And a young, attractive, beautiful, talented woman comes on for 25 seconds.
That's an average.
And you're bothered. Again, judge people by the silly things that bother them.
Colin Cowherd is telling his audience to judge people. Colin Cowherd is saying, go ahead and judge them. Really? Really, Colin? You feel like you're in that position of power to judge people and tell your audience to judge other people? Good to know that Colin Cowherd thinks very highly of himself. So those are Colin Cowherd's very ridiculous clown shit takes that he had the other day on his little show, The Herd, on Fox Sports. Absolutely ridiculous. Colin Cowherd, a lot of people are just roasting him. They're fed up with Colin Cowherd. And if you were a fan of Colin Cowherd in The Herd, maybe this hopefully will open your eyes to this gentleman's, or lack of gentlemanship, of any sports opinion that he can put out there into the universe, because he is an absolute fucking idiot. But hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Share this video with a friend who you think would enjoy it. Subscribe to this channel if you're new, and we'll talk to you again soon.